James 1, we have a teaching that gives hope and yet also troubles many people. But I think if we look a little closer, you'll see the good news. In verse 5 of chapter 1, it says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all men generously and without reproaching, and it will be given him." If you need wisdom, ask God, and the promise is he will give it to you. But the next words often trouble people. It says in verse 6, "But let him ask in faith with no doubting, for he who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. For that person must not suppose that a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways, will receive anything from the Lord." So wait, which is it? Do we have confidence that we will receive, or do we look at our weakness of faith and say, well, God's going to reject me? The second is not what God is going for here. If you go back to verse 2, you get the context. It says, "Count it all joy, my brethren, when you meet various trials, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And steadfastness will have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing." What the apostle is getting to here is when you're facing difficulties and trials, come to God and ask for wisdom. But don't fall prey to the devil's trap, to think that maybe you did something wrong and God is punishing you, or to question or to doubt God's love and care for you. But in those trials and difficulties, come to God knowing full well that his love will never let you go, that his grace truly is sufficient for you, and hang on to him, and he will give you the wisdom to get through the trials that you face.